draw the AR diagrams and how to design the database tables and queries and all the other things. Today we'll start developing the project actually. Okay, na? So here first of all, I'll try to go to my F drive, and I will try to create one folder. Already I created one folder with the name RMS 2020. Here you can see I'll try to open my F drive. There I create one folder with the name RMS 2020. I want to save my project in this folder. So in order to develop this project, I'm using Visual Studio 2015. Is it clear? I'll try to use Visual Studio 2015. So actually our project is basically developed based on some, what is the architecture of our project means, we are developing the project by using ASP.NET MVC with three-tier architecture. Is it clear? So here your project consists of one database is there, data access layer, service layer, and this is your presentation layer. In data access layer, we will try to write the ADO.NET code. Database related code will write in data access layer, and data access layer will communicate with the database. Database will give the result to the data access layer. Data access layer will send the result to service layer. In service layer, we'll try to write some business logic. And MVC, here your model, view, and controllers. So I want to create three separate projects. One is data access layer, one is service layer, other one is MVC project. So here you can see, go to new project, select web, ASP.NET web application, and I'll try to save the project in F drive in RMS 2020 folder. The name of my solution I'll give as my solution. Solution is nothing but a collection of projects. The name of the project I'll give as RMS. Is it clear? So click on OK. Is it clear? Click on OK. Now here you can go to your Solution Explorer. There you can see different folders we have to create related to our project. One is data access layer, other one is service layer, another one is presentation layer. Your MVC is presentation layer. Your database related code you have to write in data access layer. Select empty, select MVC. Click on OK. I'm creating a empty MVC application. So here I created one project, that is RMS project. Go to Solution Explorer. Go to View. There you can see Solution Explorer. So here right click on the solution. Here what to do? Add new project. I'll try to create a separate projects actually. And select Visual C#. Select class library template. And the name I will try to give as data access layer. Data access layer. Click on OK. So two projects are there. This is presentation layer. Your MVC folder, this one. Models, views, and controllers are available here. And again right click on the solution, add new project. You can call as service layer or repository layer. Both are same actually. Select class library, and here you can write something like some service layer. Is it clear? I created two separate layers. Data access layer, service layer. This is presentation layer. Now initially service layer, select the class, delete this class. Later we'll discuss about these two layers, data access layer and service layer. Initially we'll do the sample design. So here let us see. So right click on the project. So I want to create a views. So right click on views. Here what to do? Add MVC file layout page. Razer. So I want to create a layout. The name I will give as underscore demo layout. Click on OK. So what is my requirement means I want to design one page. I want to design one page here, something like this. I want to design a common layout for my particular web page. This is, let us assume this is my web page. This is A part, B part, and D part. In A part I want to display one image. Display image in A part. Display hyperlinks in B part. Okay, here I will try to give something like home. Here about us. Here contact us. Is it clear? Here I will try to give some login. And this is in A part I want to keep some image. In B part I want to keep some hyperlinks. In D part I will try to keep some copyrights. Is it clear? And in C part I want to keep some render body. Whatever the design that you do inside the render body, it will, don't do any design in render body, just ABD you have to do the design. That is constant throughout your website. because we are using layouts. But in real time, mostly we'll use single page application if you integrate with Angular. So here what to do, within the div tag, what I will do, I'll try to open one table, HTML table, open tr tag, open td, and here I'll try to take one more tr. Tr means table row, 2, 3, 4 rows I will take. And I want to create one folder. Right click on the project, add new folder. Rename the folder as images. I will try to add some image in this folder. Right click on images, add existing item, go to your desktop. In desktop you can say any image is there, you can add that image. Here you can go to your desktop, there I have some images are there. I'll try to select some image, select here BGM something, and here you can select any image. I want to display the image in my A part. Is it clear? I'll try to select one image. Some images are there. I'll try to select some image, something like I have some image here. I'll try to select. Okay, now I'll try to drag and drop this image in here. I'll try to drag and drop. Is it clear? In A part, and in B part I want to take some hyperlinks. Anchor tag you can take href. Here I'll try to give home, and here I'll try to give the controller name home / action method name. And whenever user clicks on home, it has to go to this particular page. You cannot execute the layout page actually. You have to attach the layout page to any of the other pages. This is about us. This is contact us. This is login. Sir, no. Now this is your A part. Display the image in A part. Display the hyperlinks in B part. Display the render body in C part. At the rate, here you can give render body. Display the copyrights in D part. Copyrights from 2020. Okay, na? Don't do any design in C part. Leave that one empty. Is it clear? This is my layout. Common layout is ready. In MVC, you cannot see the design view. Similar like your ASP.NET, here no toolbox, no drag and drop, no design window. Just imagination, and you have to see in the output. So now I'll go to controllers, right click on controllers, add controller. I want to create a new controller. And the name of the controller, select MVC5 empty controller. Here the name I'll give as demo controller or home controller. Click on add button. So within this controller, I'll create some action methods. Is it clear? Okay, here you can see this is my index method is there. Okay, here I'll try to take something like about us, contact us, login. First one is index. Second one I will try to give something like about us. Third one I will try to give something like action methods. These all are contact us. Fourth one here I'll try to give some login. Okay. So in MVC I already know the architecture. Request will go to the controller. Controller will invoke action method. Action method will enter the output to the browser. So right click on index, generate the views, add view. Here you can select layout page because I want to attach the layout to the view. Select views folder. There you can select layout underscore demo layout.cshtml. Click on add button. Similarly, you can go to your controller, right click on about us, add view. Here you can give select the layout. Click on add button. Similarly, go to your contact us, right click, add view. Here you can select contact us.asp layout. Attach the layout to the action methods. Similarly, here you can go to your login, add view. Here select what? Login. Click on add button. Are you following? So here what I am doing, I created all the views. My demo layout page is ready. But you cannot execute the layout page. You have to execute any of the ASPX pages. In MVC, generally request will go to the server. Who will accept the request? Controller. First of all, here if you go and check here root config.cs is there, and there here you can set the default controller name and default action method name. It means that which controller, which action method must get executed. That we have to mention here because multiple action methods are there in your controller now, but which action method must get executed by default. That controller name and action method name we need to register under root config.cs. Once press F5, check the output. Clear. So this is your base. So root config.cs is used to set the default controller name and default action method name. Did you understand? This is your image. This is your hyperlinks. This is your copyrights. This is your index. Did you understand? So when a user clicks on about us, it will go to about us page. Contact us, login page. But these hyperlinks are not working. We'll see once. Here go to your layout page, demo layout.cs HTML. Here you have to change the action method names here. Home/about us. Similarly, home/contact. This is navigation, controller name/action method name. So whenever user clicks on home, it has to navigate to home controller index method. So in controller you have action method is there now. This action method will execute this view index.cs HTML. For every action method, a separate view is generated. View is nothing but HTML. So now once press F and again once check your output. So we cannot directly execute the layout page. You have to attach the layout page to the any of the other ASPX pages. Try to understand the architecture of MVC. You will feel comfortable. So let us see here. Whenever user clicks on about, it will go to about us page. Contact us page. Login page. It is working. But actually, this MVC also, you see, when I click the hyperlinks, the total page will refresh. That is why nowadays Angular is also dominating. Client-side frameworks also you have to use to reduce the burden on server. Now here this login page is there. Now I want to design one login page. So in MVC, we already know that in MVC here you have model is there, and here you have control. I think that everyone is good in MVC. Those already having the knowledge on MVC only can understand this project. Model view and what controller. So this is your browser. This is your server actually. This is your server. This is your browser. So your browser will give the request to the server. The communication between browser and server is due to HTTP protocol. HTTP is a communication protocol which is used to create the communication between client and server. So HTTP provides some ready-made methods that are available in HTTP. One is get method, other one is post method, another one is put method, another one is delete method. There are 4 ready-made methods that are available in HTTP protocol. Get method is used to get the data from the server. Post method is used to submit the data to the server. Put method is used to update the data to the server. Delete method is used to delete the data from the server. So generally here design, generally if you consider web pages, these web pages are basically divided into 2 types. One is static web page, other one is dynamic web page. Static web page means generally static web page will directly give the HTML output to the browser. Dynamic web page sometimes it will give data to the browser actually. So generally in MVC, every controller consists of action method. So whenever user clicks on hyperlink and whenever the request is going to the server, request will go to the server in how many ways? Different ways. One is by entering URL, one is by clicking on hyperlink, one is by clicking on submit button. So generally, if the request is going by entering URL or hyperlink, then controller will consider the request as get request. And if the request is by click on submit button, then controller will consider the request as post request. So every action method must be decorated with some attribute. By default attribute is get. So here you see, now I will try to design one login form. Right click on login. First of all, I will try to create one model class. Model always represents class, it consists of only data. So right click on model, add class. Here I'll try to give the name of the class. I'll try to give as login. I'll try to write something like login.cs. Click on add button. Is it clear? Here I'll try to declare some 2 properties. Public string username. And here I'll try to declare one more property. Public string password. 2 properties I'll declare. Model always represents data. If you want to transfer the data between the layers, because this is your presentation layer, this is your service layer, this is your data access layer. If you want to transfer the data between the layers, we need to store the data in the model, and this model object we need to transfer between the layers. Yes, everyone. So go to your controller consists of action method. Now right click on login. Here I'll design the login view, add view, and here I'll give the name as login. Select the template empty you can select, and attach the layout. Click on add button. So here one point you can select the model class actual. Empty you can select here, you can select the model class login rms.models. Click on add button. A file with name already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I want to replace. Is it clear? So here you can see my login.cshtml is there. Here I want to design the view. I think everyone have the knowledge on HTML helpers. At the rate using HTML.begin form of, here you can mention the action method name. I'll try to give as login, comma, controller name. I'll try to give as home, comma, here I'll try to write something like form method dot post, and here I'll try to design the view at the rate HTML dot label of. Here I'll try to write something like enter username. I'll try to take one text box at the rate HTML dot text box. I'll try to apply data binding here, text box for rough. Is it clear? And here I'll try to give something like some some data binding. Model is equal to greater than model dot enumber, model dot username. Is it clear? Similarly, throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can write something like at the rate HTML dot label of. Here I'll write enter password. Here I'll give one more text password for rough at the rate HTML dot password for rough. Here I'll try to give model is equal to greater than model dot password, and throw the cursor to the next line. Take one button. Input type is equal to submit, and here I'll try to give value. Value is equal to sign in. Is it clear? This is my design actual. Are you following? Text boxes and one button. Now here go to your login dot. This is my design actually. Once if you want to cross verify, once check, press F5 and check the output here. Here click on about us, click on contact us, click on login. Now here you can see the login form came. Enter username one text box, enter password one text box, and if you want to add bootstrap, we'll see later, no problem. For better design. Is it clear? So now when user enter the username here, if the username is admin and password is admin, click on this sign in button. It has to go to another page. So now whenever user clicks on sign in button, then request will go to the server. Now controller will consider the request as post request. If the request is through URL or hyperlink, then controller will consider the request as get request. If the request is by clicking on submit button, then controller will consider the request as post request. So I declare one more method, decorate this method with HTTP post. Okay na? And here I will pass the input as models dot login. I will try to give L. So there is a data binding concept is there in our MVC or Angular on high-end frameworks. Data binding means binding the data with design. That concept is called as data binding. So whenever user enter the values in the text boxes, then automatically that values are stored in this particular model object without writing any code. So here I will try to write something like this. If L dot username is equal to admin. So I am telling that if the username is admin and L dot password is equal to admin. If the username is admin and password is admin, I want to go to the destination to another page. So here I will try to write something like return redirect to action of. Redirect to action of. Here I will try to give the action method name. It has to go to index method. And controller name. Is it action method name? It has to go. Otherwise, I'll create one more method called admin home. If the login user is valid, it has to go to another action method must get executed. So here I'll try to create one more method. The name of the method I will try to give as what? admin home. Is it clear? If the login user is successfully dashed to go to another action method must get executed. That is admin home. Okay. So here what I will do now, I'll try to create another layout. Now, what is my requirement here actually? My requirement is something like this. This is your demo layout now. Here by default everyone can see this screen. Something like home, about us, contact us, login, etc. So after login, it has to go to admin home page. Admin, what is the activities of admin? Admin will log in with the username and password, and he can also see the home again, and he can add the state details, he can add the city details, he can add the location details and all the other things. But this screen must be visible only to admin. And if the login user is a floor employee requirement is different. So I want to create separate layouts actually. Separate layouts. Already we created one layout underscore demo layout. Now I'll create the separate layout. Okay. So this is what we discussed in the earlier class about the project architecture. There is a login page. If the, how many users are there? 4 types of users are there. Admin is there, manager is there, floor employee is there, kitchen is there. If the admin is login with username and password, admin activities are these. Floor employee activities are these. Manager activities are these responsibilities. So I want to create a separate layouts for every user. Okay, na? So let us see here. Now what I want to do here, I'll try to open my Visual Studio. Where was that? Here it is. Is it clear? One minute. So here I will try to create a separate layouts. Now again you can go to your views, right click, add MVC file layout page, and here I'll try to give the name. I'll try to give as underscore admin layout. Okay, na, .cshtml. This is one separate layout, and here again I will try to create the table, and here I'll try to open the tr tag, and here I'll try to open the td tag. Okay, na, and here you can copy this tr. This is a separate layout. It must be visible only for admin. So I want to display one image here. If you want, you can display the same image. Go to your images folder, drag and drop. And here I'll try to display the anchor tag. Anchor href is equal to. Here I'll try to give home. Is it clear? And here you see the diagram. You'll get clarity. Okay, and this underscore admin dot layout dot cshtml. Where is my layout now? This underscore admin layout dot cshtml. Yes. 1 minute. What I want to do here is, this is your diagram now. What is the responsibility of admin? Admin will add the state details, city details, location details. So I will write all those details here. So create one more anchor tag. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the responsibilities of admin. Only admin can see these hyperlinks. Admin will add the state details, and he will add the city details, etc. So like this, I have created the hyperlinks, responsibilities of admin. Okay, na? And here I'll try to give something like render body. To make the things faster, I have showing this code to you. And now here in the last here I'll try to give copyrights. Okay, na? Copyrights from 2020, something like this. So in A part I want to display one image, B part I want to display hyperlinks, C part I will give render body, D part I will try to give copyrights. Okay, so my layout page is ready, admin layout is ready. Now go to your home controller. There what you can do means, right click on admin home, add view. Okay, and here you can see template empty layout. Here you can select, don't select demo layout, select admin layout, click on add button. Is it clear? Go to your home controller again, and I think you have written redirect to action of admin home. Yes, fine. Now press F5. Means if the login user is admin, then it will go to the admin layout. The hyperlinks will change. By default, it will show one demo layout view to the user, and after login, it will show the admin layout. Here you can say login. So here admin will log in. This is, see how much time it will take to load the page. If it is in Angular, the page loading will take more, page will not refresh actually. Admin. So if the login user is admin, it will go to admin page. Here you see. State, admin can add the state details, city details, location details, groups, items, restaurant designation. He will add the manager. He can view the sales, logout. Is all we have not yet completed. Similarly, if the login user is floor employee, is it clear? It has to go to, and here I will try to write something like this. If the login user is admin, and similarly, here I'll try to write one more. Here I'll try to use else if. Else if the username is floor and password is also floor, it will go to floor home page. Okay na? Similarly, if the username is kitchen and password is kitchen, it has to go to kitchen page. Similarly, kitchen home, floor home, this is kitchen home. I have to create the separate layouts. And similarly, if the username is anymore is there, no need of customer. I think these three are enough. Manager is there, no, you can add if you want. If the username is manager and password is this is just initial. I'm trying to give static data. Later if you want, you can get from database also, no problem. And here you can see manager home. Now here what I will do, now I'll try to create one more view. So right click on views, add MVC file layout page. Here I'll try to give some name as manager layout or floor layout. Floor layout I will create. Click on OK. Already we created here admin underscore admin layout dot cshtml now. Is it clear? This is admin layout dot cshtml. Okay, now here we have written this code actually. Table tags. Yes or no? Now I'll copy this. Go to floor layout. Here I'll try to paste it. Here what is the responsibility of floor employee? Here you can see in your diagram. Responsibility of floor, he will reserve the table, upload the order, cancel the order, check the order status, generate the bill. You will reserve the table, and he will take the cancel the order, upload order actually. Upload order. Responsibilities are different actually. Upload order, cancel order. Here you can give something like he will cancel the order. Similarly, check the order status. You can check the order status. Check order status, something like that. And he will generate the bill. Responsibilities are different actually. Generate bill. Finally log out. Any more are there? We'll see in later. Okay, initially these hyperlinks also later I will edit. This is the responsibility of what? Floor employee. Okay na? Similarly, create one more layout page. Right click on views, add MVC file layout page, and here I'll try to give something like kitchen underscore kitchen layout underscore kitchen layout, something like this. Click on OK. So within this kitchen also I'll try to paste it. So what is the responsibility of kitchen? You can see here. Kitchen, he can view the order and update the status. Just small responsibilities are there. Just I will add some two hyperlinks. View the order, and update status. You will update the status of the order for that order. This is about your kitchen layout. Now go to your home controller.cs. Here I will try to given everything perfectly, right? So here I created the admin home now. Similarly, create the other action methods, floor home and kitchen home. I try to give the name as floor home, and here I'll try to give the name as kitchen home. Very clear. So right click on admin home, already completed. Right click on floor home, add view. Here you can select the template. Okay na? Okay, empty is enough. Now select the layout. This is very important. Floor layout. Click on OK. Click on add. Similarly, go to your controller. Home controller.cs. Right click on kitchen home. Add view. And here you can select what? Layout. Kitchen layout. Click on OK. Click on add. So everything is ready. Now go to your home controller and press F5. Check the output. Let us see here. So here you can see login. Now if I try to log in with admin, here you observe username admin, password admin. Click on sign in. So go to the admin home page. Responsibilities are this. Click on again home. Again login. Now floor employee will log in. Username floor, password floor. Click on sign in. So his responsibilities are different. Reserve table, upload order, cancel order, check order status, etc. Similarly, kitchen. Username is kitchen, password is kitchen. Click on sign in. Kitchen home. Did you understand? This is how we have done this basic project development we have seen. For more videos, try to subscribe to my channel. In the next video, we'll continue the project. Try to like, share, click on bell icon, and recommend your friends also to watch the videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.